So, Colleen, how would you like to play Three Question Thursday?
Sure.
Okay, here's the first question. I'm going to assume a big part of your why when you got started was the health, all the health issues that you were having. Is that your same why now, or has it changed?
It's changed significantly. Now it's to maintain the health and the benefits that I've gained and to not go back to the way I was. And especially, well, I think at any stage, but because I'm aging, I don't want to have to be taken care of. I want to be like 105 and be feisty and a pain in the butt.
Well, I think if you're walking 4 miles and you're
I don't
jumping
do
on, when you're jumping, are you talking about like a round thing that you jump on with a,
Yeah, it's they call them rebounders. It's a trampoline essentially.
okay, well, that's going to be question number two. What is your exercise routine like? Do you have kind of a system or a schedule for that, or do you just add it whenever you feel like it?
Well, I was doing it 6 days a week, and then I kind of fell off. I got kind of sluggish, and that's why I needed an accountability partner. And so that's why now I am getting back on it because I have a reformer in my garage. I've got a two-car garage that I turned into a studio when I moved here. I don't care if my car gets rained on.
Okay. While you're saying about the art, that necklace that you're wearing, I
Yeah,
know that you said that you make jewelry. Is that one of your creations?
yeah.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I've recovered some of my ability to pound with a hammer. So this is hammered copper, and it's hammered, pierced,
That's
spindle
beautiful.
plated.
Because I know that you're doing an art show coming
Yeah.
up. So if
Uh,
anybody's interested, I'm just gonna tell them to send a message to you. And now the third question is this. You went to the boot camp and you treated it like a college course, you said. So you have a lot of resources that you looked at, books, probably videos,
yeah.
vlogs, all the different things. What is one or two things that it could be journaling, it could be anything. What are the resources that you have used that have been most beneficial?
The most beneficial thing to me has been the connections with other people. Um, Second to that is the new information, and I listen to Susan's vlogs on um, oh God, brain um,
Like YouTube or
YouTube. Thank you,
Mhm.
because they're there, and I really listen and I read what people are saying. That I try look for successes, and I have a little sign on my refrigerator that says "Plan your success," and I really think that one of the lessons that I learned early on was to plan. I write out my menu for the week, and I shop from my menu, and um, so that I don't have. If I'm tempted, I just ignore it, and if it's something that I can have, I might put it on my menu for the next week. But I don't deviate from my plan. In that way, I'm rigid about it because I feel like I have to be for myself.
Right.
Um, and I'm not a rigid person, but I believe in saying no to myself.
Well,
I
the
think that
discipline,
well, that strengthens that neuronal pathway.
right. And you have,
Being on time, doing the right thing, uh, being honest. If I make a commitment, I am bound by it, no matter what. And if I make a plan and I've committed it, that's it. I
and that's what's, you have to start to even do any of this with that kind of mindset. And then hopefully the automaticity makes it easier. Again, the neural pathway that is changing or drying up or whatever, so that those yeses that we say to ourselves to do what we want to do, as far as following bright lines, following what we planned, those kind of things can be a little bit easier. Don't you think?
I do. I also think for me, making a long-term plan, other than just a week at a time, if I try to think into the future 5 years from now, I feel panicky, like I won't be able to do this. But if I'm taking it one day at a time, and I'm doing my grocery shopping, and I'm doing it from and I have this menu, and it's on my refrigerator, and I know exactly what I'm going to have. It just feels easier.
Yeah,
Um,
you've got it together. And then you've got the beans in the freezer, you got the potatoes boiling, you got your sauteed vegetables. You're like all set.
but yeah, and I keep my scale right on the counter, and I keep a cutting board and my knife right there, and it's just easy. And I have one frying pan. I use a little well, it's like a 10-inch Capelon, and it's got a cover, and I use that all the time, and I wash it and put it back on the stove so it's ready for the next time. And I'll put my little cup of water there with a tablespoon, so I never have to really. It takes away uh, the tediousness of having to think through everything.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. And I just want to say to everybody, there's some discussion going on about carrot cake muffins. So head over to the Starting Out Bright group and we'll have that discussion. We'll get some recipes going. There's some good ideas in the chat. So anyway, Colleen, thank you so much for sharing your story. Some great information, inspiration, and thank you for playing 3-Question Thursday. It's been great to get to know you. I really,
Thank you.
really enjoyed it. And thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Stay bright. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Noreen.